Hi, this is Miss Rodriguez. I'm sorry that this video is so late in coming, but I actually tested positive for COVID about 4 days ago. I'm actually doing a lot better, and the day I think I was supposed to post the recording before is when I was really sick. I haven't been able to get to campus because I was sick. So I wanted to make sure I came today and I did this for you guys. Campus is empty, so I don't have to worry about running into anybody. Anyway, main thing, I apologize that this is late, but I will be working with you. I will be sending this to people who I've noticed as I'm grading are still having a couple of issues. So I'm going to attempt to answer all the questions that I've gotten and some issues that I've seen as I grade. First of all, this is the first assignment sheet. You see everything here. It introduces what is a rhetorical analysis versus a summary. I first want to emphasize you are writing an analysis, which means you are going to evaluate somebody else's argument, okay? You are going to read, and you've done it. You've read 3 articles, an appeal for artificial intelligence, an appeal for transgender athletes, an appeal for artificial intelligence in the arts. I'm sure I haven't finished grading, but I know most of you have completed the rhetorical analysis for these assignments. I'll show you samples of that in a minute. You are going to pick one of these articles to do your paper on, your essay on. So you cannot go out and choose another article. You must choose one of these 3. Okay? Let's see, I'm going to use this. Let me go next. Okay. Let me go. I had everything open that I wanted you guys to do. All right. So first of all, one of the things you guys are doing is following an outline. This is the outline that's provided at the very bottom of the assignment sheet. Okay. So here's the assignment sheet where I explain the task more specifically, but sometimes it becomes too much information for some people. So here's how I'm going to evaluate you. I think it's just easiest to go down to the outline. Make sure you're going to follow this. You're going to provide an introduction. In your introduction paragraph, do not separate it. They're not different paragraphs. One paragraph introduction. You're going to make sure you include the author, anything you know about the author's background, if you just minimal, the title of the essay being analyzed, provide a brief summary. And by brief summary, I mean like 2 or 3 sentences. And then a clear and accurate, comprehensive thesis statement that serves as an effective roadmap for your analysis. And I'm going to show you an example of this. Next paragraph, you're going to submit your rhetorical situation, which is the purpose, the occasion, and the target audience for this argument, whichever article you have chosen. You guys did this assignment, so you can literally take this information from one of the assignments. If you chose the assignment of AI in medicine, you did this information. Go back to that assignment and you can actually take information from there. The next paragraph will be your analysis of your logical appeal. So that will be your logos paragraph. Okay, you're going to make sure you introduce it, you have a topic sentence. I'm going to give you an example of this again, and you're going to use evidence from text when you are saying that the author did a good job, or, you're not going to say a good job or a bad job. Like I said, I'll give you an example of it. And never ever, this reminds me, do you want to say, I think or I feel? You have to write this objectively. You need to leave the I statements out of it, okay? But you're going to make sure that you include evidence from text to support whatever point you're trying to make. Next paragraph, 4th paragraph, will be on the emotional appeal, which will be your pathos, okay? You're going to evaluate, use examples from the article you have selected, what evidence did they use? Did they appeal? Did they use a pathos appeal? Did they appeal to the evidence? I'm sorry, did they appeal to the any kind of emotional appeal in there? Then the next one is ethos, which would be the credibility of your author or organization. Remember the medical one, the appeal AI in medicine is not one person, okay? That is I think it's I can't remember, but it's we'll have to go back to it. I can't remember. It's not one person who is the author. It's a group, okay, for that one. Make sure you provide the ethos. Are they considered authorities in this topic? You may need to do a little bit of research on your authors, and then you're going to provide the conclusion paragraph where you evaluate the overall use of appeals. You're just going to go over. You can say the logos appeal was good, the pathos appeal was not good. Again, not using the word good or bad. I will show you an example of it. Okay, so your essay should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paragraphs evaluating one of the articles. The article on AI in medicine, transgender athletes, or AI in the arts. You're going to choose one of those that you've already done the rhetorical situation for. All right. This is where I wanted to show you. Here are the 3 articles that you already did the rhetorical situation for. So you can use the information from whichever one of these. You're going to choose one, only one, not more than one. But let's say you chose the article to do your rhetorical analysis on this argument. Okay, so you'll see here you already submitted. Identify the subject. The occasion is what you need for this rhetorical situation. Who is the intended audience, and what was the author's purpose? Okay, then if you actually found examples of logos, hopefully you included some evidence from text. You can also use this information when you're writing the paragraph on logos, when you're writing the paragraph on pathos and the ethos. You can use your quotes from there. If you did not provide quotes, you're going to have to go back to the article and look for evidence from text. All right. When you are doing this assignment, MLA template and outline, okay, I've provided this for you so that you can start to see what your paper should look like when you start putting it all together. It has to be an MLA format, so that means double space, Professor Rodriguez, English 101, your date, your title, okay? A rhetorical analysis of what the name of your article, excuse me. Up in the right-hand corner, you're going to make sure you have your last name and your page numbers, okay? You will include that in the header. Then you're going to go introduction paragraph. Your second paragraph needs to be your rhetorical situation. I just provided this here for you. So if you actually want to copy and paste this and then remove this and start typing your information, you probably did it in your assignments. If you notice, I kind of broke it up for you. I also want to make sure that everybody indents at the beginning of every paragraph. Do not skip more than 2 spaces, all right? Just return. I kind of put that here. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see see, I kind of noticed that there's no extra space between paragraphs. Notice that every paragraph is indented at the very beginning. Okay, so if you follow this, you see how it automatically also has, the page numbers there for you. You do not have to include a works cited page for this assignment because I provided the articles for you. You also do not have to cite within text. In other words, you do not have to put the last name of the author. You don't have to do that because, again, I've provided it for you. All right. All right, that's it. So now I wanted to show you a sample. All right, I am going to attach this sample to this email I'm going to send you. Basically, this is a sample for a student in another class. It was a little different when we did it, so I want you to notice that their outline was a little different. So you won't follow this to the peel, but it's a great way for me to show you. I want you to learn from this example. So anything I've highlighted in blue, it's MLA formatting. Here is a rhetorical analysis of Garland's Let's Really Reform Our Schools. Your introduction, I'm so sorry. Your title should look something like this. Remember your last name and page numbers. Next thing, you're going to have a topic sentence for every paragraph, okay? The beginning, the introduction, maybe not so, but you'll see here is the topic sentence for your rhetorical situation argument. To understand how effective the argument is, it is first important to explore the rhetorical situation of the argument. So then I already know this is your rhetorical situation. This was your introduction paragraph. Now is you're following the outline, okay? And what should be in the rhetorical situation paragraph? You should have the occasion. Then it says her intended audience is, so you have the audience, the author's purpose, okay? So everything that needs to be in that rhetorical situation paragraph is there. The next paragraph should be the logos. Now here's where this kind of is a little different, but you see the topic sentence in her essay. Garland makes 5 suggestions to improve schools, which are easily explored through analysis of logos. Okay, so here's the paragraph on logos. Notice whatever this person says, you guys can read this on your own. I just want you to know that I've highlighted in green every time this student includes evidence from text to support whatever they're saying about it. Never does this person say, I feel, or this is good, or this is bad. So I want you to read this example because it's pretty good at doing that. Okay, so like I said, this is not on your, I put not on you outline, sorry, not on your outline. But again, they have a topic sentence. Then if I would have asked you to provide this paragraph, you would have had to do this as well. But you did not, your essay or your outline isn't requiring you to talk about cause and effect. I've changed the assignment a little bit, okay? But this was still a good example. So this paragraph and this paragraph, okay, this one talks about the logical fallacies. Again, I didn't ask you to get into that, so it's not on your outline, so you wouldn't provide this paragraph. What your third paragraph would be, I'm sorry, not the third one. The first one's introduction. The second one is rhetorical situation. The third one is your evaluation on the logos. And then this one is your fourth paragraph, which would be the pathos. Topic sentence, along with logos, we need to consider the pathos of the argument. See how this becomes a topic sentence? Makes it really easy for me to know, okay, now you're talking about pathos. You have evidence of pathos supporting whatever you're saying about whether they did a good job at it. You're evaluating how this argument was made or this appeal was used. Then topic sentence for ethos. Finally, we need to consider the writer's ethos to ensure that there is a balanced argument. Okay, again, an example evidence from text. And then finally, in conclusion, this person did a really good job of overall summarizing the use of every single one of the appeals, everything they were asked to do, okay? Then here they just put the article. You can do that if you'd like, but you don't have to. Again, I'm going to provide this sample for you. I'm going to attach it in the email, but I'm also going to share this recording with those people who I think can use it. I hope this helps. I'm sorry I'm talking really fast because I didn't want to make it a long and boring email. a long and boring recording. Okay, I got it under 15 minutes. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I will be online pretty much all weekend. I'm grading. I also have to catch up with my homework. One more thing, sorry, as I'm looking this over, I forgot to review the introduction. I just wanted to make sure that in your introduction paragraph, you have everything that needs to be there. You need to have the name of the article, the name of the author, a quick summary. Now watch, this summary is only like one sentence long, pretty much, because they were able to get it all in one sentence. Then they get quickly into their thesis statement. Through a rhetorical analysis of the logos, pathos, and ethos evident in the argument, it is easy to discern in what ways the argument can be effective, but it also highlights how logical fallacies, overuse of pathos, and consequently the author's ineffective ethos harms the effectiveness of the argument overall. So remember, your thesis has to tell me, the reader, that you are conducting a rhetorical analysis and your evaluation, okay? So please use this as a model. This is a very good thesis statement, okay? All of it written in one paragraph. Do not separate it. That's one of the things I gave to feedback for a couple of people. I think it was a little confusing when the outline, I pretty much said introduction and then ABC. I think some people got confused and separated it into various paragraphs, but it's all supposed to be in one paragraph. Okay, I won't talk anymore. I now went over 15 minutes. All right, have a good weekend.